Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of Women Wednesday, and welcome back to another cold summer out here. I've been making it happen, y'all, because I don't do the cold. I really don't do the cold. And as you can tell by my voice, the cold has been really affecting me just being out here. But nonetheless, I'm here. I'm here to give y'all what y'all asked for, which is the AK versus the AR. And as y'all know, I have recently done videos on both of these guns, and it kind of came to my attention, just like when I was out here recording, like, why don't I do a comparison between the two? Now, they're not nowhere near the same platform whatsoever, but I did try to get as close as possible as bringing these two out. This is the AK is 16.2 or 3 inches in the barrel, and the AR that I have here is 16 inches in the barrel. So let's start the AK first. The AK that I have here is the Zastava M70, and I do have it on safe. We are rocking our 20 round mag. And we are staying compliant with the YouTube's policies to have a 20 round mag. Obviously, you know what it comes with. And this is what that platform looks like. Very nice AK setup. What makes AK different than an AR? Well, this AK and most AKs, unless, you know, there are a whole bunch of configurations now about the AKs and the ARs, but this configuration, this is Zastava M70, is piston driven. So that means that the gases are being pushed forward closer to the muzzle, allowing for the gases to be released out that way and not come back into the system, which allows for the gun to stay cleaner, and it runs longer and it becomes more reliable. And you won't have to change out many of your parts because the gun just stays cleaner. The AK does run the 7.62 by 39 round, and I'll show you that. This is what that round looks like. All right, so it is a little fat boy compared to the AR round. This is what they look like. Let me just put it on a box so you can see the two. And that's what the difference is. Obviously, the AK round is a lot fatter, heavier, and a little bit shorter. And as you can see, that 5.56 round is skinnier, a little bit longer, and lighter. So today I am running for the AK, I am running 124 grain. And today for the AR, I'm running 55 grain. So again, the AK round is gonna be heavier, and it's going to be slower because it is heavy. So with the AK also, you know, the technology and stuff is advancing now in the gun world, and with the AKs, you can customize them the way you want to, but there's not a lot of variations out there. And so that's one thing that I like about the AKs, is that it's a very simple platform. It's gonna run regardless of what you put on it, what you do to it. Right out the box, they're gonna run. And I like that. I'm a very simple girl. That's why I prefer iPhone over Android, because iPhone is just straight to the point. This is what you get nothing more. Whereas with Android, you do all these customizing, you can do everything to an Android. And so for me personally, I'm that simple girl. I don't need a whole lot. I just need the simplicity of things, and that's what this AK brings. I mean, just look how beautiful it looks. This is out the box. The only thing that I've added here is this sling and this foregrip. Everything else came just like this. And by the way, I do want to appreciate those of y'all who commented on my AK video about this side mount that I have here, or this side attachment for me to put an optic mount on there. I was very aware of that, but I did hear that they just weren't you know, reliable, I guess. So I'm actually going to give it a try. I'm going to purchase the side mount so that I can put an optic on here, and we'll see how it goes. So that's the AK. Let's get some rounds downrange. I've already given you 5 rounds, and here goes some more. It does have a kick. It does have a kick. So that's the AK. The AR, on the other hand, is a direct impingement gun, a DI gun, if you ever heard about that. And what that means is that as the rounds are being chambered and they exit the muzzle, the gases then come back through the upper receiver down into the chamber, and that's how the bolt and everything retracts, exits the casing, and then chambers the next round. Well, all those gases are then getting put all back into the system, which means, unlike the AR, the AK is going to get very, very, very dirty. And by the way, this is my Sugar Weasel by Q 16-inch in that very beautiful Cerakote that's on there. Does have that whistle tip. If you want to know more about this gun, go watch that AR video. But that's what direct impingement does, which means your gun is going to be dirtier. So you got to clean it more often, and then maybe you have to repair more parts because they will just start to run dirty, wear out, and all that kind of stuff because of the powder, the residue, the gases and stuff that build up in here will cause it to be a lot dirty. Actually, before this video, I had to go grab my oil because my chamber didn't want to cycle the round, not cycle, but chamber. My bolt group, my BCG, my bolt carrier group, did not want to chamber the round in the barrier, chamber the round in the barrel. So I had to go get some oil, loosen it up a little bit. So, and there was the example. So the thing though I do like about ARs is that they're very, very customizable, and everybody and their mama got a part out there for an AR. And I do like that. Even though I said I'm a simple girl, I don't really like to do things, I have had fun customizing my ARs. Right now I got 4 to 5 different ARs in my collections, or AR variants, and almost all of them have gotten upgrades and stuff. And I mostly did it because I just want to play around with ARs, play around with just upgrading my guns to better things, making them look better, and just that was it for me. Not so much I needed my gun to run a certain way. Certain things I did put on my gun is because I wanted, you know, a better shoot. But other than that, running my ARs and customizing them the way I want to is a lot of fun. And if you do it, I'm sure you can attest to what I'm saying. So another thing about that AR is that, like I said, it does run 5.56 or even 2.23, and it can be more accurate than the AK. The AR will reach out a little further as well than the AK, but the AK is just, the nostalgia of the AK platform is just, you know, it has history. I think it dates back to the 1940s, like 1946 or 47, and they just ran in war. And so they're going to be reliable, maybe not as accurate, maybe not reach out as further or as far as the AR with that heavier bullet. But then you got this AR with a lighter bullet. Listen, I don't know. I don't know what my decision is going to be. I think my decision is kind of tight, to be honest. And I'll tell y'all why a little bit later. But let's just shoot some more. I got too fun with that. Since I want to kind of not really mag dump, but shoot fast with the AR, let's shoot fast with the AK. Let's see. Shooting both of those just now, 5 shots that fast. The AK kicked a little more. The AR was a little smoother shoot. I will say, like, we cannot do direct comparisons here because obviously these are 2 different platforms. They got way different parts on them. So I don't know. I'll just show y'all and tell y'all what I feel. I will say shooting that AR just now with literally the best trigger ever made. If y'all know anything about Q, That's what they put in their sugar weasels, and that's what their trigger is called. Literally the best trigger ever made. And that actually felt good because it allows me to shoot super fast. And let's shoot the AK again. I don't know. I might have to go get the timer to see how fast I can shoot both of those in with just 5 shots. So I'll go grab it in a minute, but let's get a side view of how both of these shoot. All right, we've got 20 more rounds of the AK7.62 by 39 caliber, and see how it shoots from the side. Okay, still a good shoot. Even though it's got a little bit more kick than the AR, I still like the way it shoots. All right, then we have the AR. Last round bolt hold open. I had the last 5 shots in there. I didn't reload this one up, but I will. I'm just gonna say, as far as the shoot goes, the AR is gonna shoot better to me. I like this AR. It and for the most part, AR shoot better to me anyway. And I have little experience with the AK than I do with the AR. As I mentioned before, I have several ARs or AR variants in my collection, and I wouldn't say I'm biased. It's just, it is what it is. And so my comfortability with ARs is a little bit better than my comfortability with AKs. However, I want more AKs. And as I mentioned in my AK video, this one is a bit heavy for me. This one is pretty light. If you know anything about Q's firearms, they try to make the lightest firearm system possible. And this is very, very light. And I think it's 6.2 pounds. And then I think this AK, if I remember, 7 or 8 pounds with the mag in there. So as far as the shoot goes, I'm gonna take the AR. It just shoots a little bit better for me. All right, I got the timer out, and we're gonna see how fast I can shoot. Let's start with double taps. How fast I can shoot a double tap with the AR compared to the AK. Is my trigger finger able to actuate the trigger as fast on one or the other? We're gonna see how fast my trigger finger really is, which is not that fast. All right, let's do about 3 rounds of double taps to see how fast my trigger finger is. All right, so that was 0.51. My first shot was 0.05. And I'm just aiming down the berm, just trying to see, you know, how fast I can pull this trigger. And again, the triggers are not to be compared. This is literally the best trigger ever made, which has little to no take up. And flat face triggers, y'all know how I feel about them. They just work better for my finger. So 0.51 was that first one. Let's go with a second round. .67, 0.05 was my first shot. And last one, 0.93, 0.05 was my first shot. So what I do know is that last one, I did start at like low ready, so that's probably why the time is 0.93. But you can't go wrong shooting this. This thing right here with that in there, it just shoots good. All right, so let's see what we can do with the AK. All right, here we go with the AK. And I'm gonna go ahead and take it off of safe. That way I can give it the same advantage that the AR had. Okay, 0.50, 0.05 was my first shot. Okay, second time. 0.52, 0.05 was the first shot. And third round. Oh, I kind of almost pulled it too soon, so I kind of hesitated. But that was 0.74, 0.05. I don't know if I'm reading this right. I might be. I don't know. It says 0.05 for all of my first shots. So we'll take it there. Again, the AR did shoot better, in my opinion, than the AK. It shot better. However, the AK is still not a bad shoot. It just the way the AK is made, you just want to shoot the AK. Like, who wouldn't want to shoot this type of platform looking like this? And then you got the curved mag. If that don't do it for you, maybe the AR is for you. All right, so I hope I was able to show you the difference between the two, the way they shoot, the way they feel. The last thing I want to show you is just emptying these mags. That way you can get one last look at AR versus the AK. Then I'll tell y'all what I'm going with. All right, so here's the AK. I don't know how many rounds I got left in here, but I'm just gonna dump them. So pay close attention. Okay, that's the AK. And then let's dump the rest of this AR. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna say this. If y'all didn't see how I just shot that AR, it is because of the trigger. I'm gonna just lay it out there. My finger is not that fast, but the trigger helps my finger to be fast. And that right there is a blast to shoot. Compared, I'm at the end of the day. Let's go here. What feels more comfortable for me is the AR. I have several ARs. I've shot many ARs. I only got one AK in my platform. So check there. What would I use in the event that I was, fight or flight? Because of my experience, I'm probably still going to take the AR. And that's simply because I shoot the ARs way more than I shoot the AK. I'm not too familiar with the AKs, but I got a lot of experience and a lot of rounds through ARs that if tomorrow we had to go through some type of weird something, I'm gonna pick this up first. Reliable, I'm going with the AK. It's gonna be more reliable. I've seen several videos and heard and people talk about throwing these things in the worst of the worst, the mud, the water, the snow, and they still are going to run. I don't know if that's the same thing for ARs because, again, all that debris and residue and powder, all that that's built up in there, I don't know that it would cycle correctly. I don't know that I wouldn't have a malfunction. I just don't know. And I'd take the reliability from the AK before I would the AR. However, I'm going to say this and then we're going to end the video, is that I do think I'm an AK girl at heart. I really do, because of the simplicity of the platform. And I just want to take my gun out of the box and it run. And me not have to put a trigger in it, put different barrels and, you know, all this stuff that we do, which, you know, to each its own. It's your firearm that you bought. If you want to buy it and upgrade it $1,000 more, that's your business. I've done that. And I don't think anything is wrong with it because you get your gun to where you want it to be. But when I think of the AK, just this Zastava, the only one that I've owned, this is my speed. I just want this thing to come out of the box. Only thing I want to put on an AK is a red dot. Anything else, I don't want to put on there because I think it looks as good as it comes out of the box. It shoots great. It's gonna run. I don't have to do anything. The thing is just built to last. When it comes to the ARs, I don't know if they're built to last. Maybe you can build yours up to last, but I just want to be simple, buy my firearm, take it out of the box, take it to the range every single time, and it shoots. And like I said earlier, I've already had issues with this one this morning wanting to chamber the round in the barrel. And so I've oiled it up every so often, or since I've been out here, every few rounds just to make sure it's gonna run. Haven't had any issues, obviously. There were no malfunctions today, but it's a simple fact that I had to go get my oil and make sure it can run properly and we not have any issues. So what do you take from AK versus AR for summer? I'm in the middle. Honestly, I'm in the middle. And until I get more AKs, I'm just gonna be like slightly in the middle, but leaning a little bit towards the AR. And so that's my take on it, y'all. Y'all let me know. Are you an AK or an AR person? And then why? Why do you choose the AK over the AR or the AR over the AK? And so guys, I just wanna say thank y'all for 20,000 subscribers. We hit that a few days ago, and well, not a few days, maybe a couple weeks now ago. And it's just the love and support y'all been sending me. Again, I started this channel in late May, just off the whim. I contemplated it for a while, and then I was just like, just jump out there and do it. And I actually did do it, and the love and support you guys have been bringing to the channel is just simply appreciative, and I can't thank y'all enough. So keep rocking with me. The new year is coming. I got some new things coming for the new year, so make sure y'all stay tuned in to the channel and go invite somebody to come watch summer shoots. Until next time, stay armed, stay safe, stay vigilant. Peace.